Shalom. All praises to Yahweh. Alahayana wa Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakakwadash. There are some eerie things going on in the world. Eerie for the people that don't know what's coming. Good for the hopeful elect that want Esau's kingdom or queendom to fall. Okay. Now this news, I've got a couple of different articles up here, right? The first one is at least 8 Russian businessmen have died. At least 8 prominent Russian businessmen have died by suicide. Okay? Top Russian oil executive dies after a fall from hospital window. Committed suicide. Okay? And these execs have been committing suicide for the last 10 years, but this has been really amping up from 2019, but a lot now as well. It's definitely happening in the States and it's definitely happening here. But what I'm going to do is just give us over an idea of what's going on in the world regarding this matter, right? Let's just check out the article first. There we go with the nonsense. Okay. At least 8 Russian businessmen have died in apparent suicide or accidents in just 6 months. See, they know what's coming, okay? These people who are right at the top are part of covens as well. And when they're part of covens, they have secret councils, okay? They're not like the top 1% of on the left-hand side, like, you know, the son of Jacob Rothschild, for example, one of them weirdos, the small hatters, yeah? Okay, these are people that have, that were chosen while they were at college, university, or whatever, right? And where they join specific societies, and then they get like a leg up into the prominent world of a fast tracking when it comes to certain jobs. So if you know of any people, you check their LinkedIn profile, or if you know of them, you see that, okay, they left college or university and they were straight into a C-level suite job or into a directorship straight away, and they worked their way up. Why? Because they've sold their soul. But if they're Edomite, so it doesn't really make a difference either way, because they the Lord is not with them, right? And they know what's coming. Okay, we know that that December the 13th this year, and the fact that it's December the 13th, right, is going to be. I just want to get the correct details up. Hold up 1 second. Okay, Okay, it's about the digital currencies rising. Okay, 11th of August 2022. Ultimate Doom, December 13th, 2022, now called C-Day, Biden Bucks, Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC Executive Order 14067. And if you notice, Executive Order 14067 equals to 18, and 18 is 666. 145 plus that 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, yeah, equals to 18. 14067. And what's 18? 6 times 3 is 18, right? Okay. You can read between the lines. Buried in the new government spending bill is Executive Order 14067-666, called Bitcoin's evil cousin. James Rickards and Robert Kiyosaki, Ammonite, call this evil move to eliminate our US currency and replace it with Biden bucks, the most treasonous act in US history. But like these devils follow their own laws anyway. A lot of bullshit. Please understand the possible implications of this ultimate challenge to our free society. Any cash you have saved outside of the banking system is invalid. So all of you Jakes out there that got tons of, let's just say you're a lesser illuminary, you're like a Fat Joe, or I don't know, who else can I say? Or I don't know, or even lower luminary, yeah, like Sahanera, for example. We know he's clicked in on a very low level, yeah, and you got $500,000 saved up, or $1 million, or a couple of million. That's gonna go up in flames, okay? Okay. What's that movie with Will Smith and the dog where society's fallen down? And I always forget the names. That Will Smith movie. Let me just get the name because I was Will Smith. I was going to use an abbreviation. I think it was 2007 it came out, right? So this usually works. I just write little key titles. I Am Legend. That's it. I Am Legend. Now, when he goes inside the bank with his dog, because the zombies are there that have been vaccinated, they're flipping those zombies that are blood drinkers or whatever. What do you find in the bank? You find piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of cash, man. Okay? Now, if that society was still functional, okay, right, and you were able to walk in a bank with that, you're so-called home free. You can use that to live. Because that money is only worth something while this current system still exists. Okay? You can't do nothing with it when the system collapses. All of you that are sold out, okay, they're going to have control over how much money they give you digital currency-wise. If you do take it, look at this. Those selling precious metals for money will receive Biden bucks rather than cash. No Biden bucks, no food. Rent, mortgage, cars, clothes, etc. Everything will be denied. So you got to take the Biden bucks. You got to have the Biden bucks. Otherwise, you're not going to get no food, rent, mortgage, cars. Everything will be denied. What do so-called black women say? Honey, ain't nothing going on but the rent. For them, money is everything, right? Getting that bag. You can get that bag now through Biden bucks. And let's see what happens to you. Okay? Your world is collapsing around you. Okay? And these CFOs, CEOs at the top are feeling it. And they're going to feel it even more. Let me just find some ones that have died in America, man. C-suite executives committing suicide. 1 second. Executives committing suicide. 2000 suicide in USA 2022. Well, that's too. In the US, who is the greatest risk of suicides? Men have the highest rates of suicide, regardless of age. Men, white and American Indian men. Okay, we can understand why Jake will commit suicide because of the stress and the curses, right? But you got Edomite men committing suicide, and some of these figures could be made up as well. And why would they commit suicide? Because they got a lot more to lose, and they know through the spirit that it's over for them. It's over for them, man. It's over for them. You got this guy, Bed Bath Beyond CFO jumps out of skyscraper. Let me just get that article up as well. Bed Bath and Beyond CFO death. Eight hours ago. Gustavo Arnal. I don't know. I'm assuming his Northern Kingdom. Could be a Jake. Not sure. I mean, if he is
New York City medical examiners investigating the death of a Bed Bath & Beyond executive. Chief Financial Officer Gustavo Arnal died on Friday after falling from his high-rise apartment. His death came just days after the troubled retail chain announced it is closing stores and laying off workers. Arnal was sued by shareholders last month over accusations of artificially inflating the company's stock. And then
there you go. It's all coming to an end. Now, if he's an Israelite, he's good. Okay, he's with the Lord right now. He's in his right mind. He's good. Okay, he's going to be born in the kingdom through one of the men of the Lord, and he's going to be in his right mind. He's going to be good. Now, if he's an Edomite, he's effed, because this was his last hoorah. Because don't get it twisted, right? Okay, if your forefathers are Edomites, then you're an Edomite no matter what you look like on the outside. Okay, it's Esau that is carnal and goes on the outside look. But the Lord don't see that. The Lord sees you as what you really are. That's the parable of the wheat and the tares. Okay? Got some scriptures. Riches profit not. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Okay? Now, all that money that you got, okay? All that money that he had, it couldn't save him from being sued, from doing what he had to do. You know, he couldn't buy a ship and fly to the moon and save himself. And even if he could, he couldn't save himself anyway. You know, he couldn't get an underground bunker with the money that he had and live deliciously, whatever, until the missiles come. He couldn't do none of that. Okay? Because a lot of people invest. Listen, there is nothing wrong with bettering yourself in this society, but you got to understand, the end game is not here, man. There is a greater world to come, man, for Israelites. Okay? Now, if this fool knew who he was, if he's a Jake, okay? I'm assuming he is because he's a so-called Latin. I'm assuming a Latin Jake, okay? Because due to the name and his look, you know, had he known that, he would know that, okay, cool, it is what it is. You know, I'll take a little piece for myself to sort of keep a roof over my head and take care of my family, whatever I've got left over, you know, or I'll declare bankrupt or whatever and get myself a regular job if I can, you know. And if he had that sort of mindset and that faith, maybe the Lord would have taken care of him, you know. But he wanted to live that lifestyle, man, in the luxury high-rise flats, you know, living his life. They don't mention anything about his wife or children, so I'm assuming he was, you know, doing whatever he was doing. You know? All you people that have invested so much in this world, yeah? This ain't it. This world is coming to an end. You can deny it as much as you want. You can take lines of coke and whatever you're doing to numb the pain. You know what I mean? You can have a party every day, celebrate your birthdays like that fat nigga Joe, Fat Joe, right? And any other Jakes out there that are doing that same shit. You know, you can do all of that. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with having nice things, man. You earn that lawfully. There is nothing wrong with having that. Okay? But there's a stipulation. You don't, this is not the be all and the end all. And that's not your core focus either. Okay? Your core focus should be watching the elders, apostles, and prophets and bishops of Great Millstone and affiliate camps and learn, man. And learn as much as you can, you know, because not everybody has the same amount of knowledge, you know. But whatever knowledge that you get, right, you absorb it, man. You know, and you learn and you do the best you can, you know. And we all hope, Lord willing, we all get better, man, in that respect, you know. And Lord willing, this kingdom falls quick time. Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. Money is a defense because you don't work, you don't eat. You can't pay your bills. You can't buy food for yourself or your family. You know, it is a defense and it's needed. But it's not the be all and the end all. But excellency of knowledge. And what's the excellency of knowledge? It's the scriptures. It's having the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the wisdom and knowledge that comes with that. And the comfort that comes with the scriptures, man. Okay? So for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Okay? So we're preparing our minds what's to come. We're preparing. Of course it's going to be scary. Yeah, it's going to be scary. But there's something like a comfort, like a confidence, you know, that you know that Lord's going to take care of us. You know, if you have that faith. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith. But a lot of these people out there don't have it. They have faith in their money. They have faith in their titles. They have faith in their degrees, which is a lot of BS. But when that comes crashing around them and falling, where do these people look for? They look out the window, it's all dark for them. And especially now when summer's coming to an end, the bright blue skies are going to be gone. It's going to be dark and dreary and cold. You know, a lot of you women that are lonely, you're going to suffer, you know, because all you got is your job. You know, that Beyonce song, to the left, to the left, to the left. You know, all the single ladies. I can do bad by myself. What have you done for me lately? All that shit is coming to an end. You know, you're going to be thinking about a certain Jake came up to you and asked you out or whatever. You know, brother looked clean too, but you were just uppity in yourself, thinking that he's just a mechanic, or he's just, you know, a regular executive or whatever. He's not, you know, he's not a high flyer. What can he do for me? You know, but then he gets himself, you know, a woman of another nation who appreciates him more. That's why I tell Jake, man, deal with women of other nations, man, and Israelite foreigner women, because they're going to be more receptive. And a lot of Israelite foreigner women have grown up in environments where they've had both parents. Why? Because they grew up in an Eastern culture. These curses are still there too. Don't get it twisted. But more than likely, because they grew up in a different culture, they're like, you know, like the Northern Kingdom Jakes. Both parents, more than likely, from what I've seen, are usually together. The curses are there too. Don't get it twisted. And there's a lot of Southern Kingdom Jakes that have both parents too. But the majority don't. But the ones that do have both parents, the women usually more than likely grow up with some kind of common sense, even though they're still effed up. You know? There's a balance in this thing. Zephaniah 1:18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's Yahweh Shem Yashai's wrath. Wrath is anger, man. Righteous anger. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Okay? And that's what's coming, man. This is just a little trailer, man. This is just a little trailer of things that are happening. Wait till this thing gets amplified. Okay? All you women out there, all you guys with a tough mouth but really can't back it up, you know? Okay? All you swole Jakes that take the juice. When I'm talking about juice, I'm talking about steroids and that. Okay, not that Jake needs steroids. He already needs that to build muscle, but you know what I'm trying to say? All you big mouths. And you women especially. All you listen, man. Women's liberation and equality and all that bullshit only exists because this society, so-called, has the police, the centurions, and a so-called system that backs you up. Once that is gone, all you bitches walking around, okay, and all you men walking around, right, thinking that you're bad, okay, it's gonna come to an end, man, because you got no protection, okay? Especially you women, man, walking around wearing them yoga pants and all that kind of stuff, you know, wearing them short skirts, okay? Women are, you know, beautiful, period. Even if they're covered up, they still look very, you know, very pleasing to the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Especially a beautiful, comely woman, you know, with a nice shape. But at least, you know, you don't get aroused or go crazy in the head, you know, because, you know, we're men, right? We see a woman that's half dressed, you know, or showing her shape blatantly. You can see certain things. We're going to look, you know. It's just an automatic thing of nature. And when you women are walking around like that day, or just before that thing happens, or a day or two after when all this goes down, you women are going to be grabbed up, man. Okay? There's hell coming on this earth. It's going to be worse than 70 AD, man. Okay? Hell's coming, man. We're in hell right now. Can you imagine when it's amplified? And all them Jakes that are in prison, and all them Edomites that are in prison, and all them heathens that are in prison are going to be let loose. So all these Jakes, all these people that are locked in saying, 25 years, 30 years, or whatever, they're not going to be in the prison for 25 to 30 years, man. America's going to be destroyed. Some of them might be stayed locked up and then dying there from starvation, but then some of them are going to be let loose too. They're going to be out. Plus the murderers in the street and all the weirdos and all the pedos and all them nutcases are going to be loose, man. And America is a prison criminal colony. All them crackers used to send all their criminals over there like they did in Australia. They're going to come and get you, man. It's coming. All you women that like to twerk and shit, like they were doing at the carnival. I mean, they had the train ban. The train strike, and still the carnival was there because when it comes to feasting and partying, man, Jake just gets there, Anyway, I digress. 2 Corinthians 4:18. Okay, now this is for the hopeful elect because we see something greater, man. Okay? While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, which is this queendom. Okay? But the things which are not seen are eternal, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be ruling forever, forever, and ever, and ever, and ever. Okay? That's not going to ever go away. Okay? No, you Edomites are not going to rule ever again. Okay? You're not going to ever have rulership ever again. Your last hoorah was Baywatch, man. Baywatch, wrestling, WWF, and all that. The thing in the 80s. Okay? Okay? That was your last hoorah. That was your last time where you look cool on screen. It's probably Baywatch. Because I remember watching that shit as a child, as a teenager. Obviously, you're going to have them fine-ass Edomite women running on screen. Most of them, I think some of them are mixed anyway, but, but that's neither here or there. That was your last hoorah. But the things which are not seen are eternal, man. There's different dimensions to this world, man. The kingdom of heaven is already here. Okay? In another dimension, we're already ruling. That's why we can taste the kingdom so close. We can feel it. We have that confidence. And it's coming, man. Barak Yahweh Hashem Hashai for his tender mercies. And all you Jakes out there that sold out and all these CFOs or whatever, man, whatever your situation may be, to be a C-suite executive, you definitely have to be some part of some kind of coven or some kind of club. When I say club, I'm saying that in in speech marks with an exclamation mark at the end. Okay? You are part of something. You are definitely part of something. You think Kevin Samuels, for example, I'm using him because he's a Jake. Bruv, he used to throw up the 3-6s and all that kind of shit using his hands. You need to look up these certain hand signs that they do. You might think that they're just saluting you, Okay, or whatever. Or trying to say, yo, what up? Or what's up? But really, you check it out because, we have access to information. It's usually demonic. And he was definitely part of something. You hear him talk about, I've created myself. I've got 20 plus years in sales. I was a VP of X, Y, and Z. He was part of it too. A lower level luminary. Whether he's dead or not, I'm not sure. I personally think that if it took him out, he was, waking Jake up. Or on the flip side, or he's probably gone in hiding because he knows what's up and knows what's coming. Because he knows what's coming and he maybe gone into hiding. Shit, we don't know. He could be wearing. He's still probably more. He's a Jake. He's probably wearing a rubber mask. That's probably not even his face. We don't know. Okay. But we know that a lot of Edomites and a lot of these Jake has the kingdom to come, but they're going to die a horrible death, the ones that have sold out. But Esau, this is it for you, man. So you can sell your soul as much as you want, because this is it for you. So while you got the next few days left of your queendom, live it up. Live it up. Live it up. Okay? Now for you Jakes out there, Mark 8:36, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What's the point? You know, a lot of you rappers, a lot of you rapper executives, a lot of you singers, a lot of you Hollywood stars, you're depressed. You put on a front when you're on TV. That's why you're doped up all the time, like Snoop Dogg and Jim Jones and all that. You're sedated all the time. You know, you're smoking that shit. A herb, which is probably laced with, only the Lord knows with what. You're always doped up all the time. And you know what you did was wrong. You can't even look in the mirror because you see demons. Did Nicole Kidman say that? Even though she's an Edomite, she sold her soul. But these people, they see demons. You know, ultimately, it's the Lord basically chosen these people to be wicked because they were wicked in the past. They were the same Jakes, okay, that gave our Lord up, that gave our Lord Yahushua up, you know? You know? The fact of the matter is, man, this place is falling, man, okay? It is falling, okay? And spiritually, you know, even Elder Yashawamba mentioned this as well. You know, I never used to see this number 666. You know, you see all other spiritual numbers. You see the other positive spiritual numbers more, 99.9% all the time, every day, Lord willing, right? Just to give you an idea that you're going in the right direction and there's hope, you know? But this year, at least every couple of days, you see 666. Why? That's the Lord letting you know that the Charagma, okay, is, you know, 603 score 6, Revelation 13:16, is coming, man. And lo and behold, December the 13th, Biden bucks. Okay, it's going to lead to the Charagma. 14067 is what? 18. And what's 18? 666. Okay? That's the angels working with your mind to let you know that, yo, this is what's happening. You know? This place is coming to an end. And it's not soon enough, man. It's not soon enough. Okay? And this is the stuff. You're going to see more and more of these C-level executives die. You're going to see more and more of these C-level... More and more of these C-level executives drop dead, man, kill themselves. Let's just watch this video one more time. And then... yeah, we'll finish up.
Severe weather is in the forecast for nearly a third of the nation, from record heat waves. New York City medical examiners investigating the death of a Bed Bath & Beyond executive. Chief Financial Officer Gustavo Arnal died on Friday after falling from his high-rise apartment. His death came just days after the troubled retail chain announced it is closing stores and laying off workers. Arnal was sued by shareholders last month over accusations of artificially inflating the company's stock and then selling it. Tonight...
There you go, man. Okay? And there's loads of stores closing. People are being laid off. Huh? What's this going to lead to? It's going to lead to one people shall rise up against another. I think it's Second Ezra's. Is it 1 second? 6. Let me go to Second Ezra 6. No, that's 6 and yes. Yeah, I mean, that is true as well. Because this is coming. Second Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We've got our world coming next. We've got our world coming next, man. Yeah, second is 15:15. You know, and what are they planning in the UK? They got blackouts that are planned. Let's go there for a second. Blackouts in UK this winter and violence. Saw an article on this. 1 second, let's find it. UK blackouts planned. 3 scenarios for this coming winter. You know, and it's already happening. It's already happening. We've had cut, you know, like we've had like the internet going away for a couple of hours. You know, my neighbor, she's a Mobite. She had no electricity in her house. You know, but for some reason the Lord kept the electricity in my house going. You know, but the rest of the street had no electricity. So it's already happening. This kind of shit, this kind of thing happens usually in so-called third world countries. You know, where a couple of hours for 2-3 hours a day you lose electricity, then you get it back. You know, that happens a lot in Latin America, India, some parts of Africa, the continent. But it's happening here, man. Why? Because this first world country, okay, that's been the whipping stick, Esau, for the rest of the world, is turning into a third world country, man. Because even India has surpassed the UK in terms of monetary gain and GDP. Okay? Let's read this article. The UK could experience its first large-scale blackout in decades this winter if gas shortages combine with particularly cold weather. That's according to the government's reasonable worst-case scenario, a warning which was dismissed by Number 10 spokesperson. And then they say 2023 is going to be a year from hell. Okay? And winter's when? Winter starts what? October, November? Okay? And a month or two later, it's going to be January. Yeah, man. It's coming, man. 2023 is definitely going to be a year from hell. Yeah? Energy demand rises significantly every winter when people need to heat and light their buildings. But the difference between an extreme and mild winter can be devastating. A milder winter will put significantly less stress on the country's energy system and disruption becomes less likely. It's all done by design, man. There were colder winters in the UK when I was a child. Okay? It used to snow a lot more back then. People had coal fires and what do you call them? The old school fires that they have like in cowboy films and stuff. Where they put coal and stuff, and everybody sits around the fire. They used to use a lot of that in the 70s and 80s. Now then they removed them, which is a stupid thing to do, and everybody's got like central heating, radiators and all that kind of thing, or gas heaters. When you should keep the old school way. So a lot of people, a good 75 to 100,000 are sort of like banding together to sort of not pay their bills as well. So it's just like, pressure, 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 and more pressure, man. Until that pressure cooker blows. Second Ezra 15:15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay? And that's literal. People are fed up, man. And Esau being a caveman and this being their world, they're going to go nuts. They want their power back. They want their pubs back. They want their amenities back. They want their clubs back. Because 70% of the pubs are going to close by this winter. 1,500 clubs have already closed in the UK. There's no way to go. Okay, this mirth is ending. Isaiah 24:11. There's crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. It's gone, man. Okay, there's certain parts of the world where Jake is, a large majority, and wherever Jake is at, Jake keeps it lively, and Jake likes to feast. Jake likes to eat everything that tastes good. You know, Jake likes to, you know, like Biggie says, party and bullshit. You know, Jake doesn't like the bitter herb. You know, this is dated August 11th, 2022. Ultimate Doom, December 13th. Biden bucks. Central bank digital currency. No Biden bucks, no food, rent, mortgage, cars, clothes, etc. Everything will be denied. What else have I forgotten that is going to be destroyed by this digital endgame? And they combine this bill with the 87,000 new armed IRS agents. You know, armed IRS agents. A lot of them are women too. I've seen. I saw a little video of them, a couple of fat old bitches in there as well. Young women. They're going to be taken care of as well. A lot of them are going to be taken care of. You know, a lot of their own. You know, IRS agents. You got a lot of male IRS agents. You know, they look like a bunch of pedos, man. Fat and stupid looking. You know, and they're IRS agents. What could possibly go wrong? When Biden bucks are rolled out, many experts, myself included, believe they will begin an era of total government control and surveillance, Ricard stated. This is not hyperbole. This would dramatically expand the power and influence of the federal government, essentially acting as a new type of spyware. With Biden bucks, the government will be able to force you to comply with this agenda, because if you don't, they could turn off your money. This won't be like freezing a bank account. It will be so much easier. Robert Kiyosaki. Let me see the Biden bucks, man. I just want to see if there's an image of it. Ah, okay. They're making mockery of it. Okay. I was hoping they show but they're not going to be stooping up to show the Karagma. It's going to lead up to the Karagma anyway. It's leading up to the Karagma, man. It's leading up to the Karagma. Let's get the Karagma scripture. 13. Revelation 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, those are all the people that are not going to take the Karagma. Okay, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score 6, which is 666. Okay, and what's Biden bucks adds to? What does it add to? 666, right? Let's go to the part. Where is it? Okay, 14067. All those numbers added together is 18. 18 is 666. You got to go into the fine print when the Esau puts information out there, man. And this is what they're doing. And the Karagma is definitely coming, man. They're warming you up, crash the financial system, destroy businesses, crash the financial system, store up food, not give it to everybody, you know, create a divide, which has been there anyway, you know. And then this happens, and a lot of people that have invested in this world will use these Biden bucks, and the charagma will be implemented right after that. However it goes down. However it goes down. I just want to see an image of digital currency. See digital currency. What does it look like? Okay, so they want to have like so there'll just be money that will be available online. That's what I'm assuming. What is central bank digital currency? Central bank digital currency, CBDC, is money that a central bank like the Bank of England can produce. It's called digital or electronic because it isn't physical money like notes and coins. It is in the form of an amount on a computer or similar device. Okay, so how will you hold that money? You know, it could be on your phone. I just want to see. What is digital currency and how does it work? Digital money or digital currency refers to any means of payment that exists in a purely electronic form. Digital money is not physically tangible like a dollar bill or a coin. It is accounted for and transferred using online systems. One well-known form of digital money is cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. So there you go, man. Okay, so you're already kind of used to not having physical money anyway by using credit cards, debit cards, right? But what's going to happen is they're going to implement this, okay? And you're using digital currency. Then what's going to happen after that is they're going to implement the charagma, and a lot of people are going to take it, man, because they have no idea what's coming. They think America's going to go on forever. England's going to rule forever. The so-called white man's going to be ruling forever. Every time you go for a job interview, that cracker face is going to be there looking at you. You know, if you're looking for a work, they don't realize, man, that this place is coming to an end. Every rulership has a time of an end. Okay? You should be thankful. Barak Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, man. They say in the 1950s or 70s. F that era, man. You know? Barak Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is 2022 and we're coming to an end of this. Yeah, it's going to be scary. But that's where faith comes in, isn't it? That's where faith comes in. Faith. Hebrews 11 verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, we got to go through the straight gate, man. You know, to get to the other side. Is the end of Ecclesiastes 7 verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient and Salakia. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Ask the Lord, man, take that pride demon off you. Nothing wrong with being having faith and being confident, but get that pride demon off you. You know, and obviously, better is the end of it, man. You know, this place is coming to an end, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, for an Israelite, being born in this flesh is hell. So, you know, if the Lord has given you a decent lifespan or whatever, and you're going to the abode, that's a good thing because you'll be born in the kingdom. You're out of this hell, man. You're with Yahweh Bashem Yashai, and your next time you're born again in a body. I mean, you have a spiritual body in heaven, but when you're born, when the Lord sends you down again, yeah, the kingdom will be here, man. You'll be ruling. You'll have no pain, man. So it's beautiful. This place is ending. All praises to Yahweh Alahayna wa Bahashem Yahavshai Bahashem Rakakodash. This place is going, man. And it can't be soon enough. You know? Anyway, all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yashai Bahashem Rakakodash. Wa Abad Babal Kwam Yashrala. Shalom.